Boogeyman band coming round the bend. Is Boogeyman band. Is Boogeyman band.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Wanted to showcase something real quick, and I know that technically with movies and things like that, I usually do them in my lounge, the Horror Zone lounge, but I kind of have a story to go with this one. But I did pick up the 40th Anniversary Limited Edition Blu-Ray Steelbook, Friday the 13th Part 3. It will be celebrating its 40th anniversary this coming August the 13th. This movie came out when I was 8 years old, and I remember watching it one summer at my grandparents' house in Manteca. And I remember it really just absolutely terrified me. It was also the beginnings of my fascination with the character of Jason, of course played by the late great Richard Brooker in this film. And it was also the first film where Jason donned the famous hockey mask, which would become his trademark in the preceding sequels. But yeah, I was fascinated by the character, and I thought he looked really cool with the hockey mask. And yeah, I love this film. I still love watching it. If you want to see a really good behind the scenes of where it was shot in Santa Clarita, California, I'll put a link down below to one of the more recent Horrors Hallowed Grounds that Sean Clark does. So yeah, check that out. It's a great video. Really just, showcasing the landscape and what everything looks like now, which includes like where the store was that Harold and Edna ran, as well as the convenience store that Shelley and Vera have their encounter with Ali, Fox, and Loco, the bikers. So yeah, excellent episode. Check it out down below. But yeah, I'm so happy to get this. I am going to be leaving it shrink wrapped. I don't need another copy of any Friday the 13th movie because I have pretty much every box set that's been released. And I just got this pretty much for a display. So just happy to have this. Love that original cover art. See the special features right there. And just because the last video I did, I showcased that San Diego Comic-Con, Mrs. Voorhees and Young Jason NECA exclusive that my friend Lori got me. So this piece right here, which is the Legend of Crystal Lake sideshow statue. I actually got this in October of 2016. Now, this is my favorite Friday the 13th Part 3 collectible. It is one that it was announced in the summer of 2015. I pre-ordered it, I believe, in late July, early August. I did the value pay because the full price of the item was almost $500. It is a serious, heavy, amazing piece. And when I pre-ordered it, I was working at a company called Meyer Corp. And typically back then, because no one was home, my wife had her job and I had mine, I would have most of my larger collectible items sent to the warehouse where I worked, because I worked it was a cookware manufacturer, so we had a warehouse. I knew the guy that ran the warehouse. His name was Jonathan. He was a great guy who's unfortunately passed on. But so when I pre-ordered it, I had that address as where to ship the item to. Fast forward 5 months later, I was laid off from Meyer. And at the time that this figure actually shipped out, or this statue actually shipped out, I was working at Google. I was actually towards the end of my Google contract. It was mid October of that year, about October 12th or 13th. And I found out when I saw that it was shipped, I didn't pay attention to where it had shipped to. It had shipped out on the 10th. And it was actually shipped to, like I said, to my old job. Now, luckily, I had a great friend. Her name was Amy Dodyer. She was a terrific friend. We had a lot in common. We talked about movies all the time. And when I realized that that was going to be shipping there, I reached out to her. She was so kind. She was able to get it for me. And that night because I took a bus to the Google campus because it was kind of far from where I lived. So I would drive to like a park and ride, catch the bus, the shuttle, and go to the Google campus in Mountain View. And that night I was dropped off. I got in my truck and drove to Amy's house, and she had the statue for me. And I felt so bad inconveniencing her. Her and her husband had a brand new baby that was just a little over a year old at the time, but I got to go back and visit her at her house where they were living at the time and hang out with them for a little while. So it was really great seeing her, because at that point I hadn't seen her since, I think we had gotten together one time after I got laid off, like in February of that year. I hadn't seen her in like 8 months. So it was really great seeing her. I'm so grateful thankful I had a good friend in Amy who was able to get it for me because of my stupidity of not changing the shipping after I was let go from that company. But yeah, I just wanted to share that story. Also showcase this brand new Steelbook Collector's Edition. This is available on Amazon. That's where I got it. It was about $14 if I remember correctly, just a little over $14. I'm really not huge on Steelbooks anymore after what happened with the Halloween Kills fiasco, where they only had a limited run of them. I really kind of swore off ever going to Best Buy again and picking up a Steelbooks. But with Friday the 13th, like I said, if they made a Friday the 13th home pregnancy test, I'd probably buy it. My favorite franchise. I love the character of Jason. This time of year is always, whenever there's a Friday the 13th, it's always like next to Halloween, my favorite time of year. And we're only getting one this year, so like I said, I'm trying to do a little bit more content than usual. Just wanted to showcase this. I will showcase this up close so everybody can see what it looks like and the special features and everything, which are carryovers from the previous releases. And then I'll also showcase that amazing statue as well at the end of this video. So let me know if you guys have that statue, if you guys picked up this release. I would love to hear from everyone, and thanks so much again for supporting the Horror Zone. Also, wanted to throw a shout out to my buddies Rich and Brian. You might know them as Fright Time. Now they have a weekly podcast that airs at 9 o'clock Eastern on Fridays on Facebook, but they've started up a YouTube channel, and I love those guys. They are so much fun, so knowledgeable. They have some amazing collectibles. They do auctions. They talk about horror movies. Their podcast is amazing. Their YouTube channel, I want to see get some more support. They've been showcasing some amazing pieces like Texas Chainsaw Massacre masks, Tales from the Crypt items, the Wolfman, just amazing stuff. And yeah, I've done 2 of their shows. I've guested on 2 of their shows. One last May, right before Memorial Day, like the week before Memorial Day. And then I also did one for last Friday the 13th, which was in August of last year. And it was a blast. They're great. And just want to do what I can to support them. So link down below to not only their Facebook, but also their YouTube channel. Help support those guys. Rich and Brian, awesome guys. Fright Time. Do what you can to help them out. They deserve all of your support. So again, thanks so much for stopping by. I will flip the camera around to showcase the new Blu-ray as well as that amazing statue. And stay tuned for my ranking of the Friday the 13th franchise, ranking all of the films, including Never Hike Alone and Never Hike in the Snow, Vicente Santi's fan films, which will be posting this coming Friday. And I'm really excited about it and hope you are too. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace. Just want to say thank you again for supporting Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I typically do this once or twice a week with new content. Been doing this for over 11 years, and the horror genre is a passion of mine, and it really means a lot to me that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again later. Take it easy, stay scared as always.